Now, all of this happening here in our backyard as many Americans who were evacuated from the Diamond Princess cruise ship are finishing up a 2-week quarantine. The ship hosted one of the largest outbreaks of the coronavirus outside China, and 5 residents were from our state that were on board that ship. Unfortunately, not everyone has finished their quarantine, including a woman from Olympia. She's at home in isolation until she tests negative for the virus.
Q13's Jamie Tompkins checked in on her today to see how she's getting by as she awaits her latest test results.
And everyone thinks if you have the virus, you're automatically sick and you're going to die.
Marianne Obenchain is happy to be home in Olympia.
It's good to be home, but I kind of miss the human interaction. I mean, I love my cat and everything, but I don't have the nurses coming in and checking on me or anything, seeing how I'm doing. And I kind of miss that.
She is in good spirits, but good health is what she's focused on. We first introduced you to Marianne 2 weeks ago as she sat in her hospital bed in California under supervised quarantine. That's after officials in Japan allowed passengers to leave the Diamond Princess cruise ship, where more than 700 people tested positive for coronavirus. The State Department evacuated more than 300 American passengers to multiple quarantine sites, including Marianne.
A little bit teary and upset because that's not what you want to hear.
She says officials swabbed her throat before she left the cruise ship, and she says they swabbed her throat again during quarantine in the U.S.
And then about 2, maybe 3 hours after that, I got another knock on my door, and it was two American health officials saying, "I'm sorry, but your test has come back positive for the coronavirus."
Marianne says aside from a slight cough, she didn't have any other symptoms.
Decided, I think Wednesday last week, that, I could do home isolation rather than take up their resources. They might need the beds for people who are actually sick.
Since we last spoke with Marianne, she says she'd been flown from the California hospital to another hospital in Spokane. And then on Friday, she says that hospital released her and someone drove her from Spokane to her home in Olympia, where she's now waiting for results on her latest coronavirus test.
I know I'm waiting for my next test, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be negative, but I'm not taking any chances. I've been allowed to wear my mask and my latex gloves to go out at, 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock at night when there's no one else out to go get my mail in the complex.
Marianne says she's lonely but getting by. She's using a grocery delivery service, and she's taking her temperature twice a day and reporting that number to medical professionals.
Meanwhile, King County wants to put people who are recovering